y'all. Welcome to Jackalope Tales, Urban Legends in Music, where we uncover, is it real or is it a jackalope tale? I'm your host, Charles Mooney.
And I'm Lisa Umbarger. Charles and I are original members of the Toadies, and now we're doing a podcast.
Yes. And
welcome.
And we're getting deep into the pockets on this
man.
one.
Yeah, that's actually where I want to be.
Yeah. It's so warm. Yeah.
Right, it's so warm and cozy. And we're going to talk about two artists who've got some financial riz, as the kids say.
Skibbity. I'm telling you.
So we're going to talk about Rihanna.
Yes.
And Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty. I'm not talking about a boat.
Lil Yachty.
No,
I said it wrong.
That's what I could afford.
Right.
But no, we're talking about some Lil Yachty who's a big Yachty. So yeah, thinking about finances makes me think about stupid purchases we've done.
God. Yeah.
I know for me, there weren't that many stupid purchases for music equipment or things
Those
like
are all
that.
valid.
I'm
just going to say.
You're right.
That accordion we bought, that was perfect purchase.
I know. The mic Kazoo. I mean,
perfect purchase. I mean,
yeah.
Right. I had a wash tub bass.
Oh, what?
I don't have it anymore. I wish I had kept it. But that was a good purchase.
Oh God. Man,
it couldn't come in the house. It stayed in the garage. But
oh, that's good. But
I'd be in the garage like boom,
boom, boom, boom. Were there only like two strings on?
One. There's one string. There's one string, and you move the stick back and forth and tip up the tub to.
Wow,
yeah, it was fun.
Oh my God, that should have gone on tour with you. I know,
God, right?
We'll just make one. Can we?
Oh my God, right? It goes with the kazoo a lot.
Oh,
I know where it is. Maybe I should borrow it back for a day.
You can borrow it back?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, there's a lot to that.
That was a bad purchase. What was yours?
Mine was when it's called Parks Mall in Arlington, Texas. Mm-hmm. It opened up and my ex-wife and I, we were kind of in a shopping mood. Go see the mall, see what's new.
Right.
And there was a place there that was all about signed documents. I mean, they had old shit.
They have like Looney Tunes stuff.
Yes, like Mel Blanc
Yeah.
had signed stuff and things like that. We're talking high dollar.
Right.
And we were in such a spending mood that the one thing we could afford, and is the dumbest thing I've ever bought, was a invalid Confederate bond. That was in a frame.
Well, that makes it valuable.
Well, and the bond, well, actually, I'll post a picture of it so you can see it. But the bond is about an inch tall.
Yeah.
And maybe 2 inches wide. And it's got like this Confederate picture of like a fight. And then a little story about it on the left. And you just get so stupid when you do purchases because it's like, honey, I think that'll look good above the mantle. And it's like nothing else in the house is Civil War, nothing at all. And then there's this bond, and the frame's only so big, and our mantle's like huge.
So where did you put it?
Above the mantle.
So like you put your stockings and stuff at Christmas time and decorated the mantle with Christmas stuff, and then there's a war bond.
Oh yeah, I even strung lights around the bond. Because it's like we need to incorporate this into every fucking aspect of our life because it cost us what, like $300?
Oh,
dumbest ass. I know everyone talks about, of course, someone's bought some stupid exercise equipment.
Oh God, yeah,
or something like that.
Well, I bought something really stupid from a friend at Sound Warehouse. Linda had this mannequin. There was a child mannequin.
Sounds cool. Sounds creepy.
She didn't have arms or legs, and it was bald. And she said, I think I got it for like $25.
Oh.
And she sold it to me with a name. And she's like, you can't change her name. Her name is Louise.
Wow.
So I was like, okay. And so just to creep people out, I would put it in the passenger seat.
I remember you doing that in whatever that blue car was.
It was a Camaro.
I
used to have a 1972 Camaro that I painted. I spray painted all the inside with skulls.
Yes.
And,
oh my God. And you had that in there.
And I had Louise riding shotgun.
I remember that because I always knew you were at work when I saw the Camaro
and when
in the parking lot.
With that scary naked mannequin.
I know. You could have, I mean, now that you can put someone in there and get the free carpool.
I know.
Thing.
Right. I mean, I wish I had saved her. So she went to storage.
Yeah.
When we went on tour, because I put all my stuff in storage. And when I got married, Louise had to go away. I know. And I can't remember where she went. I think maybe Goodwill. I didn't even sell her.
Oh, man.
It was a perfectly good armless, legless mannequin.
You were just like, I gotta have that.
Right. I was like, this would be really cool to have. Why?
Well, at least you incorporated it into your life by making it a passenger.
She went to concerts, drive-in movies. She was like, she had clothes, she had hats. Yeah,
man.
But that was a stupid purchase.
Brings back memories for me.
What the hell?
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Well, these people we're going to be talking about kind of did some little crazy things financially.
I'm going to talk about Rihanna, and I love what Rihanna did.
Oh,
so
well, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about Lil Yachty, who I'd never heard of.
You never heard of Lil Yachty?
No.
Okay. Well, you've heard of Rihanna, though.
Oh, I have heard of Rihanna, of course.
Let's do Lil Yachty last because because I like you have a story along with Lil Yachty.
Oh, that's true.
So
that's true. I do. Okay.
You tested the hypothesis.
I did.
So
and I put a name to it too. So
oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rihanna. In March of 2018, the social media platform Snapchat made a really grave mistake, and they pissed Rihanna off.
Ooh.
And here's how they do it. Because no one should make Riri mad.
Okay.
Because she holds a grudge.
Yeah.
Woo!
Anyone with one name.
Right. You can't come out of that fight unscathed.
Right.
And poor Snapchat, they did not.
Oh, no.
So Snapchat boss Evan Spiegel thought it would be a great idea to run an ad that it was this new game called Would You Rather?
Okay.
Right? So the game and the ad came out.
Okay.
And this game made fun of Rihanna's 2009 assault by Chris Brown.
Oh, no.
Come on. I don't have filters a lot of the time, and I am totally, come on.
That's even
this was a good idea.
That's even one where I'd be like, Lisa,
right? Like, don't make fun of that.
No, don't go there.
Right. So,
oh my God.
So the users were asked, would they rather slap Rihanna, or punch Chris Brown? And that was the would you rather. Would you rather punch? Would you rather slap Rihanna or punch Chris Brown? So they're not only making fun of the first assault, but asking everyone else, "Hey, join in an assault. Let's do more assaulting."
Crap!
It's ridiculous how this went past their legal team and all of the top brass. I mean, come on. So Snapchat brass quickly realized that they kind of fucked up, and they removed the ad and apologized. But their apology is really fucked up because here's what they said. Oh, it was an accident.
No.
It was an accident. That was an error.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was an error. Yeah, right. Come on. It was an ad. It didn't accidentally get released. You actually created it. So they even went so far to say that they can prove that it was an error because the ad violates their own advertising guidelines. Like, oh yeah, it for real was, because we would never release anything like that. It even goes against our own rules.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
We would ban ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, you idiots. So the hollow apologies and explanations were not enough for Rihanna.
Oh, hell no. Yeah.
The singer went on Instagram, and she's got quite the following on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she went on there to air her grievances, and she aired really hard.
Oh, man.
So,
okay.
She said,
serious.
She said, trying to figure out what the point was with that mess. I'd love to call it ignorance, but I know you ain't that dumb. You spent money to animate something that would intentionally bring shame to domestic violence victims and made a joke of it. This isn't about my personal feelings, because I don't have much of them. But all the women, children, and men that have been victims of DV in the past, and especially the ones who haven't even made it out yet, you let us down. Shame on you! ! Rihanna is killing Snapchat now.
So man, how well said.
I know.
Too.
So she closed by saying, throw the whole apology.
Okay.
Apology away. And fans started dropping the app like crazy. Delete. They deleted it in droves. Yeah. They deleted it so much that Evan Spiegel's net worth dropped by $150 million.
Oh, hell yes.
Hit him in the pocketbook.
That apology of his didn't do shit.
No. And then she got several other celebrities on her side. So,
it's
Chelsea Clinton, Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
All of them were like, yeah, it's so passé, it's old. And Kylie Jenner was like, who even is on that app anymore anyway? And after people said that, they're like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
The Kardashians don't even like it. We're off.
Definite influencers.
So after Kylie asked the question, like, why are we even, is anyone even on it anymore? Their stock dropped 6%. And it was already plunging anyway.
Oh, God.
And it just kept plunging. Now, people are saying that Snapchat is still relevant, but I don't know anyone who uses Snapchat.
No.
I know young people still sometimes do, but I think it had its heyday and it was killed by Riri. I mean, they're coming back up, so they're getting more subscribers lately, but Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, there's no way they're going to wedge their little balls in there.
I've never even signed up for a Snapchat account.
But I keep sending them to you and you never answer.
Well, now you know why. Now I'm going to have to sign up.
It's pictures of cat butts.
Are those the ones where the pictures only last so long?
Yeah. It's like cat buttholes. That's all I send you.
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
Well, now I really do have to sign up. I'm curious. But I only get to see it for 20 seconds.
Right. And then it's just gone. It's like... So anyway, Riri's got some riz.
Oh man, but I get the total anger she had.
Right.
God.
And I love it when a corporation they get cocky and they think they can do anything. Mm-hmm. And none of that is done out of humor. All of that is who let that go through? And are there any women on the board who were questioning that, or is it all dudes that are going, "This is hilarious"?
Oh God.
Let's talk about punching and slapping.
Yeah. Oh my God. Because they go home and do it. Yeah. And it's like, why can't we have a game about it?
Oh
God. Yeah, I know you wouldn't expect so much idiocy from anyone.
right.
And that was primo.
I love that
stupidity.
she checked them.
Oh,
and
I
then
love it.
And everyone was like, you know what? You're right. That is horrible.
And hit them where it hurt.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, hey, that was bad. It was like,
right.
Start dropping.
Maybe if they gave a real apology too, it might have had some kind of effect.
Yeah.
And because, I mean, Rihanna's, her statement on Instagram was, she also addressed their stupid apology where they're like, it was an accident, right?
I know.
So she was like, no, it's not. I mean, you knew because you created animation and everything to go with this.
Because that's
so
kind
that
of,
you didn't accidentally do this.
And that's kind of getting around the apology too, because it's like, it was an accident. It shouldn't have happened. Whoa.
Right. If you said, man, I'm sorry, we were not reading the room, we're stupid.
Yes.
She probably wouldn't have said anything. I don't think she would have. I think the stupid apology pissed her off more than the actual act.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway,
well,
that's how Riri sinks ships.
Man. Well, I'm glad that I don't have to download Snapchat unless I want to see
Look at cats' butts.
I know.
Come on,
I'm
man.
running out of memory on my phone. So
it only lasts for
because I've got so many pictures of dog butts.
All right. Well, I'm going to send them on Instagram.
I'll
just send them to you a different way.
Okay.
You got to save them.
Well, that way I can watch them longer.
Right.
Yeah.
You have a whole file that's cat butts.
Cat butt. Top, cat butt, bottom.
Let's hear Lil Yachty because this to me is freaking fascinating.
It's really insane.
Yeah.
And I had to dig into some financial stuff to kind of be able to talk about this.
It's kind of your bag, though.
It is, but I don't admit to it. I know I'm in banking and all this stuff, but
Charles over here is like Scrooge, like McScrooge or whatever. Is it McScrooge? Like a McDonald's?
Just Scrooge. Yeah. I like McScrooge. Yeah. Just like we said in that episode, anything with muck in front of it makes it
McSabbath.
Cool. Yeah. But yeah, this one is Little Yachty, or I should say Lil. I can't pronounce
so
the T's.
hard to say that.
I know it's hard. But Georgia rapper and singer. And I guess his first big hit was a song called One Night in 2015. Well, he doesn't have to come out and attack verbally businesses. He just seems to have to release stuff. Because we're going to be talking about how he impacts the stock market.
So freaking insane.
Oh, the nuttiest. His LPs, because I guess I was reading that he'll put out some LPs and full-length albums, but then he also puts out mixtapes, which I mean, mixtape to me was just kind of like when I put
like
a whole bunch of songs together.
Right, I know, right?
Yeah. But so the LPs do a little bit of impact on the S&P 500, but the mixtapes are the biggest dealer of damage. And what we got here is that anytime his record comes out, the S&P 500 falls. I mean, and it could be the next day.
Mixtape bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Mixtape bad. I'm just learning what to do.
LP bad, mixtape is tremendously bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So his first EP, when it came out, it really didn't do much because I guess he hadn't really established himself yet. Just kind of some
brokers that weren't paying attention.
No, they weren't. It wasn't worth it yet. But his second EP dropped on Christmas Day in 2015 and then Right after that, the S&P would go on to suffer a significant drop in early 2016, down over 9%, right after he released and into January. It took a 9% drop. No reason. It just did. Coincidence. Okay. Well, then Yachty dropped his second mixtape, and then his second, third, and fourth EPs in quick succession in mid 2016.
Okay.
Fairly heavy dips occurred on the index during those times, and then the big hit happened when Yachty's second and third albums, which peaked near the top of the U.S. charts, came out.
Right.
Lil Yachty, he dropped the album, I guess, Lil Boat 2 in 2018, and that was in March. And then by June, the S&P had dropped by more than 7% right after his release. And then there was a little bit of recovery time after that. And then in February 28, 2020, Yachty released the album or mixtape, not sure which, but A-Team was the title of it. And then over the next month, the stock market would go on to suffer one of its most devastating crashes in history. By March 23rd, because the album was released February 28th,
right.
By March 23rd, the S&P had fallen over 24%, and which is nearly a quarter of its total value.
That is insane.
Yep. And it evaporated with the album, and all that was a mixed tape that happened that caused the 24% drop.
Right. So I can see this. If it was one time, it feels like a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
As many times as this happened, every time.
Yes, every time. Ever since that first album, nothing. Everything
right. It's the outlier.
Yep.
This has happened every single time he releases anything.
Yeah. Yeah. And in fact, even when Lil Yachty crashed his Ferrari, the stock market went down more than 2% that next morning.
Because he made news?
Yeah, could be. Anytime Lil Yachty makes the news. So it's like, yeah, you might think 2%, but that the S&P 500 incorporates so many different funds, and
there's so many variables. It's hard to predict.
It could be oil, it could be metals, it could be tech stuff. It all gets impacted.
Charles knows a lot about stock markets, portfolios.
Well, and it's gotten to the point now where a lot of brokers are watching for when Lil Yachty releases something. And that's actually what I've even done.
Okay, now you need to explain it to everyone what you've been doing.
Yeah, because I kind of started hearing about it. Well, of course, it's because it's called my Flex Up financial plan.
Yeah,
because there's a Lil Yachty song called Flex Up.
Yeah.
So what it really is just seeing in what the plan is of Lil Yachty. And, if it's looking like, hey, something's about to come out, something's about to drop, then you hold off, don't sell.
Right.
But you wait until the big hit, and then you take all that you've made from the dividends from the other stocks and buy.
Holy crap.
And I share that with the elderly. But I just call it my Flex Up plan.
Right.
I don't tell them it's based on a rapper.
Right.
Then I don't think I'd work in banking anymore. I mean, I would really not get anywhere with that.
That sweet Mr. Mooney is my financial advisor, and I'm making a lot of money.
Yeah, you should check up the Flex Up plan. and so it's really done well for me.
Holy crap.
I mean, I've diversified a little bit, but I know. I mean, and I got to check in the Wall Street Journal to see if Lil Yachty's releasing anything anytime soon. But I mean, if he is.
So other people have these little charts and they're tracking other commodities and stuff, and you're like, what's Lil Yachty doing? Let me look in the.
I know it's so simple, but yet it seems to be working.
I wonder if he's hanging out with the Kardashians again and write that down in little notes.
Yeah. Now, no one just do this on a whim, because I really have to study some charts and things of the music world,
right,
to know what's going on. But so no guarantees of
this is not
your
paid
investment.
Financial advice.
It's not FDIC secured. So if you lose, you lose.
But start playing with it, everybody, because we want to hear other success stories.
Yeah, I know. And just go with what's right.
The flex up.
Yeah, the flex up. And I always do this when I talk about it. Yeah.
And they're like, ooh, he's got muscles. Let's do this.
Do I?
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. And then when I win big, I do this flex. Because it's like, that's the win.
Right. This is talking about the flex, and this is like, we did it.
Yeah. In it to win it. Yeah.
All
so look at these two people impacting the markets in different ways.
I'm going to be able to retire early now.
Yeah.
Wait, now I need to look and see when he's doing anything. I wonder if he's in the studio.
Oh,
it would be worth it to put a tail on him to find out.
I know.
Like,
right?
What is he doing?
Yeah.
And,
I mean, because, hey, it's like finding out who won at the horse race before it happens. I know.
All right.
Working in banking, it's always like, what can I get for you today? And they always say, the winning lottery numbers.
I haven't heard that one yet.
No, I know. I got to act like it's new every time. And then I'm just like, have you heard about the flex plan?
I don't know. Do you like rap? You like rap?
Right.
Let me give you a little tip.
That's true.
Oh man.
Oh, speaking of tips,
just the tip. Because you don't put the whole kazoo in your mouth.
Oh God, no. That vibration could be good though. It does make you things that make you go. Yeah.
So we're to the part of the show called the Lone Star Salute.
Oh yes, getting to hear about one stars about anything music.
Yep. So this
not
could
about
be
financial
this
planning.
Right.
No.
There could be Lone Star reviews of Charles's guitar playing.
Oh.
No one's ever done that though.
No, they never.
It's such a weird thing. So if they do, you should probably pull all your money out of the stock market because it's some kind of weird thing is happening.
Or if I start releasing mixtapes. Ooh.
Are you? There's your little hint, everybody.
Too much pressure.
So what are you going to review?
Well, I'm going to kind of do a little twist. I remember that you did this kind of thing where Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins gave a negative review to all the people that were giving him negative reviews.
Right.
Well, I happened to find Pitchfork. Snooty people.
So snooty.
But Pitchfork, they're never really generous with their scoring. I mean, you're lucky to get a 5 or a 6 from Pitchfork.
Yep.
But they gave Lil Yachty's album, Let's Start Here, one of his recent releases, they gave it a 6.0. So
that's not bad.
Not terrible. Because in that review, they said his vocals were unpredictable and adventurous, but the music was safe and predictable. So the pro and the con.
Okay.
Well, Lil Yachty didn't like that. So I'm reading his review of Pitchfork.
Okay.
It's a very short one, but he attacked them for the mediocre review because he's feeling like I put everything, my blood, my sweat, my tears into this album, and you give it a 6.
I tanked your stock market for this.
Right. Well, he tweeted, LOL, Pitchfork is so washed up. And then he attacked the writer of the review, and the writer's name is Alphonse Pierre.
Oh, French?
Yes. And doesn't that say snooty?
Yeah.
And then he went on to say, I respect all opinion at Al P. Air and Peeair.
Oh, he's making a pee-pee joke.
He made a urine joke.
Okay.
Hope you're in on it.
I like it.
But you have a terrible taste in music and your haircut sucks.
How do we know his haircut sucks?
I don't know. I got to Google an image of him. I mean, I got to check out Pierre.
I like the urine connection.
The urine reference.
Anytime
really
you can
brought
put
it home.
fart or pee and stuff, I always giggle. So
we do, don't we? We like talking about that.
So I think, and speaking of farts, I'm gonna bring fart into the mix. Are we good with that?
Yeah. Wait, how?
I'm going to bring it into the mix because I'm going to do my 1-star review. I went to go see Janet Jackson in concert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I went this week, saw Janet Jackson, and I was so mad. I was mad. I'm never mad at concerts, and I was really angry at this concert.
Was there a huge turnout for the show?
It was huge.
It was big.
It was in an arena.
Yeah.
And I don't go to arena shows very much anymore.
Yeah.
Because I just don't.
Who wants to pay tons of bucks to see a little speck on
and
the
there's
stage?
People. There's so many people.
Again, the traffic.
Yeah.
Having to go to the bathroom.
Parking. So
so old.
Anyway, that's my review. It sucked. No, I'm just kidding. So let me just start out by saying Janet Jackson was awesome.
Okay.
Janet. This is not a review of Janet. This is of her sound man who sucks balls.
Okay.
So the dancing, the dancers with Janet, her performance was great.
Okay.
If we could fucking hear it over, here's where the farts come in.
Okay.
The farting sound system, because the guy that was mixing, anytime a tom was hit or a kick drum was hit, or the bass player played a G or an E, whole system went.
Oh, damn.
It sucked. And I described it as he's mixing it like a 16-year-old's first car system when they drive by your house at 2 a.m. That's what it was.
God.
So bad. And it was unbearable. I put earplugs in and it was still just unlistenable. And Janet's voice is very soft.
Oh, it is.
It's very soft.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't hear her hardly at all.
No.
Because I heard a farting kick drum and a farting bass.
It was the brown notes.
Oh
yeah.
my God. It was so horrible. And I got so mad that I was like, I need to find my way down there to the floor so I can punch that guy in the face. It's like, seriously, it was such an assault, an oral assault. I wanted to punch him in the face, and I kept looking at him and in between songs yelling, "You suck." Everyone thought I was talking about Jan. I was like, no, I'm talking about that white guy down there, the gray-haired fucker screwing this concert up.
I don't get it, because you know that he's not like some Joe they just pulled off the street to do it. He's got to be touring with her.
Yes. And it's funny because I wanted to know the name of this fucker.
Yeah.
By the way, I couldn't get down on the floor. I really tried hard because I seriously was going to do something to him.
They kept asking to see
because I thought
ticket.
it was it because remember our yeah, I know.
They didn't want you on the floor.
Our episode about sabotage.
Oh,
yes. I felt like he was sabotaging her. It just felt really bad that he was ruining it for everybody.
What the hell?
So on the when I got home, I was like, who is this fucker? I want to know who he is. I'm gonna flame his ass.
He's still angry about the nipple.
I'm so mad about the nip slip. Yeah. But it turns out I couldn't find his name, but all of the tour people are complaining about the sound guy.
No.
Yeah, like not even people like me who's nobody, but actual writers for like the Chicago Tribune, like real writers were saying, well, wow. Janet was great, but that sound guy sucks ass.
Now, you said Nelly opened?
Yeah, and Nelly was fine.
See, it wasn't the equipment.
It was not the equipment. It was very nice equipment, very nice speakers. Nelly was fine, but that sound guy for Janet Jackson needs to be fired.
God, look at him trying to bring her stock
So
down.
horrible sabotage, man. And so, and then there, one little side note, whoever did her stage production, this is not nearly as bad as the sound guy, but she had a lot of costume changes. So it was very couture.
Yeah.
Which was really kind of cool. So it was like a fashion show.
I could expect that.
Yeah. And she would do costume changes, and in between there would be nothing going on. It was just like a black stage and nothing.
What? Like intermission?
No, yeah. And it was just like everyone's kind of looking around going, what's going on? What's up? And it was like nothing.
Oh, that would have been great if they played intermission music.
Right.
Like, between
and then they have like, let's all go to the lobby. Yeah.
Oh,
but
God, but not even
you'd
that.
see flashlights on the stage and you knew that they were moving stuff around, and then the lights would come back up and she'd play in a different costume.
Wow. And that happened a lot.
At least 4 times.
Oh.
And and then the last one, they did laser lights, flash laser lights around, and we had a farty bass and farty drum contest. So it's just bass and drums farting all over the place with laser lights, and which is like, it felt like they were taunting me. It was like, oh, you hated all of that? Well, let's not even see Janet sing, the only redeeming quality of the whole show. Here's some farts live.
How distracting.
It was so horrible.
You couldn't even appreciate Janet.
It was bad. It was bad. And then the other distracting thing was the person in front of me, her boobs kept flying out of her dress. And I was like, can't you just wrangle those things in? She kept lifting up her arms and like dancing around, and a boob would fly out.
Oh no.
The side of her dress. I was like, and her friends were making fun of her. So see, I was trying to distract myself because everything was sucking. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to watch these friends make fun of their friend.
Maybe the insane bass was vibrating her boob out.
She was having nip slips.
Yeah. Maybe it was. It was a respectful nip slip.
Anyway,
that sounded like motorboating.
Don't go see Janet Jackson. Don't waste. I know, right? Don't go to that show until she fires their.
You would think they'd be reading these reviews, and
you would think. And I know she's, got to be a perfectionist.
I wish you'd made it to the floor.
Oh my God. I seriously was violent, mad.
But then you wouldn't have been here today to record. You would have been put in jail.
No, I think everyone would have cheered me on. Oh, because it was bad. There, a lot of people left early. And I know that people leave early because they're trying to beat the crowd.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, yeah, they're all leaving because they have ear fatigue. And I think there was part of it.
And that was with earplugs in.
Yeah. Seriously, I had a headache because of the, you know how those low notes are even worse than high notes sometimes on your hearing?
Hell yes. Yeah.
It was bad. So horrible. I was so mad because I was looking forward to that show. God. It was going to be just a fun romp through the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And, just like cheery, happy radio music because I love pop music. And that sucked balls.
But it was running through the fart field.
Oh my God. So farty. Anyway, that's my one star review.
That's bad.
It's kind of like the crack CD case.
Right. I know. Yeah. 1 star.
All right. That's it. I'll quit bitching about that sound guy. But if I see him or if someone knows his name, let's get him, everybody.
Yes.
So thank you for listening. We really appreciate you. Please follow us on all of the socials. We got links. Do that. Follow the links.
Yes. Like, subscribe, rate, leave us reviews on Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts. It really helps. Subscribe on our YouTube channel. Get us some numbers up. That'd be great.
We're so close. So close.
It keeps growing a little bit. So tell your friends to hear our farts.
Spread it far and wide. Spread it. You got to hear our farts.
Yeah.
And our fart jokes. And join me in more violence against sound people.
Yes.
And also join us next time as we question, is it real Or is it a jackalope tail?
Oh, or is it just a fucking sound guy?
Oh, it was like this. Yeah.
God. No.
That's what the whole show sounded like.
Oh God, man, that would have rattled my nachos.
We are the rhythm. Yeah. Anyway.
Sickening.
So many farts.
Oh God.
So little time.